Remember that on most cars, when you remove or replace and want to put back the control arm, the front bushing has to be compressed at the height of the car. So basically the bolt, the one that had a socket on it, the bolt for the front bushing must be tightened down with the well just like it was on the ground. And for this matter, we need to actually lift the floor, the well, because you don't have the well, lift it underneath the brake disc. And I just want to give you a few warnings because it's really tricky. You need to use your jack stands, but it's really something you need to be very, very careful. First off, make sure you have the two securing screws. You don't need to tighten this, just normal tight, but make sure they are in place, otherwise this will fall from there, and if it falls you get damage to the ball joint or some other components. Second, it's really important to have a very flat floor. Clean your floor because the well sometimes gets stuck in debris. Really flat floor, and you really need to make sure the axis is perfectly aligned with the cup. I do warmly recommend you use a piece of 2x4. Be sure to use, I'm not sure which is the stronger one because some may crack in the middle and then you have a problem. I think pine is stronger, but, and again, make sure you align it very well. So the first alignment is really this axis. Get the thread, wire thread with the weight, and make sure it's really aligned with the center of the cup and the center of the shaft here. This is one axis. Then you need to check the second axis. Again, we align the center of the cup with the center of the brake disc. Take visuals from rear, front. Also, when you finished lifting it, take visuals again, double, triple check. And the way I'm lifting this is I have my car on the jack stands on the reinforced point, and you want to start lifting it until you hear the jack stand getting free of that reinforcing point. So until you get the tiny gap between the reinforcing point and the jack stand. At that moment, you know for sure that the entire weight of this corner it's on your floor jack. So this means the car is like it's sitting on the ground now. The spring is compressed at the normal compression when the car sits on the ground, on the floor with the well on it. And that's why when you go, I use 2 feet bar, maybe you want to half-inch drive, maybe you want to use an extension, depends on your place, the space you have there. Remember which way you tighten it, depends on the other side is going to be the opposite. Also, if you don't have enough rotation, sometimes you have end links in the way, you want just to rotate the socket. As you rotate the socket, because it's hexed, it will just give you a different angle when you place the pry bar. So just rotate the socket to a different position, keep rotating until you get the right angle, tighten it down securely. Only the front bolt has this this matter, the rear one being vertical. I think on most cars you don't need to worry about it. You can tighten it at any other point. You can also try to tighten it in this position. Just be very careful so you don't push on the car so it doesn't rotate and fall off the jack stand. Hopefully of the floor jack, hopefully the jack stand is really just at 1 millimeter just underneath the reinforced point, and the car will fall on it if there's any problem. I actually do use 2, but remember this on both sides. Replace, remove. What's happening if you don't tighten that bolt with the car in the riding normal position, with the suspension in the normal position? Actually, I did this mistake and I did check my geometry. My geometry was good, my steering was straight, but when I was driving it, it will pull to one side. And also you may check the wear on the tires, if it wears unevenly on one edge only. So it will possibly cause you steering pulling to one side. So just make sure you do tighten it this way, the front bolt on the control arms. Suspension, I think in English is wishbone. In Europe we say that wishbone as well. Thanks for watching.